Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will compare Google Analytics versus 4 open source analytics which are privacy respecting and GDPR friendly that you can also self-host on your own servers. So we are talking about Matomo Analytics, Plausible Analytics, Umami Analytics and also Ackee Analytics. So I have been running those 5 analytics on my website, and we will take a look at the yesterday snapshots when I got some decent traffic on my website. So we will compare the various metrics, and by the end of it, you can make your own decision which analytics you want to run, which analytics you don't want to run. Because between those 4 open source analytics, there are some differences. So I want to show you those differences so you can make informed decision which analytics you want to use on your website. So I hope you're going to like this video. So stay tuned, and if you have any questions, please leave comments down below and I'll be happy to answer. So let's get started. So to begin with, we will begin with Google Analytics. And the main problem of use of Google Analytics in the European Union is that you need to make all the steps to make Google Analytics compliant with the latest GDPR laws. And some European countries banned use of Google Analytics. So if you are using Google Analytics in Austria, France, Italy, Denmark, Finland, Norway and Sweden, you are basically breaking the law because the use of those is illegal. And in Sweden, they issued the first significant fine of 1 million euros of using Google Analytics. So if you're tracking websites in those countries, you will need to start to look for another privacy respecting alternatives that we will talk in this video. So let us take a look for yesterday's snapshots. And honestly, I haven't been using those analytics for many years, so I don't know where everything is. So please forgive me that, but I think this snapshot for yesterday, as you can see, gives us some stats that we can compare with. Like we have 49 users, 2 minutes 57 seconds, average engagement time, and also the traffic acquisition from search, video, or direct traffic. Also, we can see some countries and views by page, title, and the screen class. So we got some nice basic stats that I don't want to dig deeper and make this video boring and long. So this is our base, so we can compare it to other analytics. And I will also include a link for my blog post so you can see in the screenshots those stats and differences. So now what we can take a look is at Matomo Analytics, which are privacy friendly, respecting GDPR analytics that you can host on your server. And we also have snapshot for yesterday. So we go apply, and when we go to visitors, overview, we can see that we have a lot more visitors. We have 157 visits, and the average visit duration is 2 minutes 39 seconds. So the reason why we have a higher number of visitors is that many people are using ad blockers or Brave browsers or even browsers that block trackers by default, like Firefox. So that's not what we want to look when we're going to do analytics for our customers. They want to see like close to real traffic, how much traffic is the website gaining. So that's another problem with Google Analytics, that this tracker is being blocked by almost everything. And also with Matomo, you can also check the behavior. You can check the pages, exit pages, entry pages, even outlinks you can check, and also various acquisition checks that you can see. That 140 was direct entries, 6 from social networks, 1 from keyword, social networks, etc. And when we go to all channels, as you can see, you will get your stats here. I know that you probably can also do this in Google Analytics, but I told you I haven't been using them for many years, so I don't exactly know where you can find those. But not all traffic will be shown in Google Analytics for sure because it's being blocked. And Matomo is probably one of the best analytics that you can use. And no ad blockers are blocking the Matomo scripts because they know they are GDPR friendly and privacy respecting. So next analytics we can take a look is Plausible. You may know Plausible from my tutorials, how you can install your server, etc., etc. So let me zoom in. And also Plausible gives us, again, different number. We get 102 total visits. Average visit duration is 4 minutes, 03 seconds. So every analytics are doing the different tracking. I don't know the technology behind it. How are they tracking? How are they presenting those numbers? But yeah, we had a lot of higher number than default Google Analytics. And also the UI is user-friendly. So you don't need to scroll between different tabs, options to see various graphs. Well, when you log into your Plausible, you will get everything in a nice dashboard. As you can see, the top sources, top pages, locations, countries, regions and cities I have disabled for GDPR purposes. And also you can check the devices, the size. And also when you click, for example, to Firefox, you will automatically filter those visitors that are using Firefox. So it's really easy and straightforward to use. Next analytics are Umami, which are also another great alternative to Plausible or Matomo. They are very simple and also self-hosted and GDPR friendly. So for yesterday, we have 109 visitors, 47 bounce rate, and average visit time 1 minute 20 seconds, which is the lowest. And also the visitors are basically higher than Plausible. But also another selling point of those analytics is the ease of use, and you will get everything in nice, clean dashboard. And also you can see the pages, the referrers, browsers, operating system, devices, and countries. And you can filter various things, same like in Plausible. And last analytics that I want to introduce you are Ackee analytics, which are very, very simple. You won't get any devices or those things in your dashboard. You can do it, but you will need to set up. By default, you will get only this. You will get views, duration, referrers, and pages. Nothing else is not tracking, so you will need to set up that everything yourself. But for this comparison, I think it is pretty good too, because we get only 139 views, and the average duration is 1 minute 44 seconds. And also the pages and the referrers. So to wrap things up, as you can see, there are differences between each analytics. And if you are in the European Union, you will need to make a decision which analytics you want to use. I don't recommend using of Google Analytics because you don't get a lot of data, because most of the time the data is being blocked by ad blockers. So let's start with Matomo, the use cases, the pricing, etc., etc. So Matomo are really great analytics, and they are more advanced than Plausible, Umami, or even Ackee. With Matomo, You can set up goals, you can set up A/B testing, and all those features that you can do probably also with Google Analytics. But the big difference is that everything is privacy respecting and every data is anonymized. So you will get a peace of mind that your data with Matomo is safe. There are two options how we can use Matomo. You can sign up for their SaaS offerings, and they are starting from 19 euros a month, and you will get 50,000 hits, and you will have all of the features that you can purchase additionally when you are hosting your own on-premise analytics. And also you will get only 30 websites, 30 team members, 150 goals. So there are some limitation because you are running those analytics on their servers. But if you want to run your own, everything is unlimited. But as you can see, those various plugins or features like Activity Log, WooCommerce Analytics, funnels, users flow, heat maps, A/B testing, those are paid features. So you can enable those if you are self-hosting your Matomo. Next option, if you don't wanna those advanced analytics, are Plausible. And I have also a tutorial how you can install your own Plausible server. Feel free to watch it out if you wanna give it a try. Or if you don't want to spend time with installing a server, they also have their own cloud offerings, and it starts from 9 euros per month. And it is up to 10 sites, 3 team members, and depending how much traffic you are getting, those price goes up and up and up. But if you are self-hosting Plausible, everything is for free, unlimited users, unlimited websites, unlimited stats. Only limitation is your server resources. The third analytics that we was taking a look is Umami. And I don't have tutorial yet how you can install Umami. So maybe that I'm going to do in the future. But also, if you want to have nice, clean, simple dashboard where you can check everything in one page, Umami is also a great option. And also, we got more data with Umami than Plausible. So it looks better on the paper. So you can install them on your own server, or you can use their own cloud offerings, which you can start for free, up to 10K monthly events, 3 website, 1 data retention, and community support. If you want the Pro or Enterprise, you will need to purchase Pro for $9 a month, or you contact their team if you want to track a lot of things, have designated support, ongoing support, etc., etc. And last analytics we was talking about is Ackee, which are very, very simple, very, very basic, and I don't know if anyone would use them, but maybe there is some use case if you want. So those doesn't have any cloud offerings. You need to use those only as a self-host option on your own server. And you need to basically manually craft the tracking code if you want to track advanced stats like devices, browsers, countries, and those things. So, yeah. So as I mentioned at the beginning, feel free to check the blog post when you will see everything summarized with the stats. And I hope this helped you make your own informed decision, which analytics you want to use, or if you're going to ditch Google Analytics forever, if you are in those countries that it is illegal to use. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you want your own analytics server, but you don't know how you can install it, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to deploy and manage your own analytics server. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video. And if you have any questions, again, please leave comments down below. I'll be happy to answer. And stay tuned for the next one. Bye bye.